What's happening?
It's Hot Thoughts. We all hot. We back again, man. You already know the yeah, man. Ain't got to do too much introduction, but in case y'all didn't see the first go-around or the second go-around, we got D Flowers in this.
Absolutely.
Yes,
what's happening, my guys?
Hey, yeah, it's going to be one of these interviews today where we're going to get to the real questions.
Yeah.
I don't mind them. I ain't afraid of them motherfuckers.
Okay, I'm not going to, because, like, I ain't going to lie to you, bro. I don't want to say the name.
You ain't got to say no name. We gotta describe these guys. Some of them.
So what I'm saying is, what made you go south with old boy?
Which old boy? Because there's a few of these little foolery guys out here. There's a few of these damn
Everybody
fools.
that can see, look, this is what I'm going to say, bro.
Which one? All right, let me ask you this. The internet situation or the business situation?
The business situation.
Okay, so when it comes to business, if you talking about the Arab guy, the Arab homie, you know, it ain't really just go sour per se as far as me and him, but a lot of his business fumbled.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So when his business was fumbling, I was really one of the, let's say, star players in the field, but also I was playing a lot of coach roles too.
Okay.
He would have been the owner of the team because Brody owned the label, but people not knowing that he don't really deal with the players as much as me, nor do he deal with, like, the plays on the field. Like, I was constructing and calling every play. So as his business is fumbling here and there, he not really blaming nobody. He just blaming his negligence. But it's like he was falling out with the homie D-Bills. Shout out D-Baby. While he falling out with D-Baby, Brody genuinely, like, kind of took, like, he kind of took that out on a few people that was around. Not negatively per se, but the nigga was just, like, losing it. You know, he's just losing his rhythm.
Did he have any, like, business education on, like, the music?
He'll tell y'all better than I can. I was the brains behind everything dealing with music business because I'm a brown man. You gotta think most of these foreigners coming into our business don't really know nothing about brown culture, black culture. So me studying Birdman, Yo Gotti, Kevin Lyles, even the other races of leaders, Leo Cohen, Steve Stout, Todd Moskowitz, all the leaders of hip-hop. I studied the 90s, I studied the 2000s, then I went to college for music business, and I dropped out of high school. I still finished my way into college, got my little associate degree with the music business, so, and I know niggas, I'm from the block. I know, you know how we come, concrete, so I know my people. Bro don't know our people. What you gonna say?
That's what I was gonna say, like, I peep, like, just noticing from that roster, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not sure how tapped into the culture bro was, but it's like, as being a nigga that's out here in the Houston music scene, I ain't seen him. So I'm like, somebody's putting this bug in his ear. You should get this artist, you should get that artist.
Guaranteed, no ifs ands or buts. All the Brodies kind of genuinely, this one thing I will give a homie Sina. Brody is an ultra fan of music. So he's not even just a fan. That's a downplay word compared to how he consume music. Bro got a good ear for music, and bro is a admirer. He knows what he likes about an artist prior to him even dealing with an artist. Ain't no artist had to meet him at his door and persuade him to f with them. Like, everybody he rocked with because he knew about them from working. He don't really work with people before they become somebody. He worked, except D-Baby was the first one he kind of helped become somebody. Everybody else kind of had a name for themselves. Myself, YB, you know, shout out to all my brodies. Like, all us pretty much already had our name, our brand intact. Hoods and with us, certain records that was already getting played in clubs and all that, and Sina reached out. So that's what we're going on.
What I'm gonna say though is like Sina like he come from a family that don't f with black people. Cause you can tell, like, you know what I'm saying? Cause when you f that type of, like, that race, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So how did I want
like that? You know what's going on. That's from Nigeria.
That's right.
You know how it go. Look, you know they taught y'all before y'all came over here. We was a kata.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Nah, my folks, but I don't even know them people. You know what I'm saying?
You know them notch up daddies. A lot of them be tricks. So they clapping your mama down and your ass.
But saw them.
After that, that's how it go. But
my grandma said she knew I was gonna be special. That's why she gave me that last name. You feel me? My grandma named me.
That's love. That's peace. But yeah, when it comes to Brody, like, I'm not comfortable just going and dip about Brody's family. But as far as, like, his personal family, I can't really just, like, speak for them because I wouldn't feel comfortable. But as far as, like, his pops didn't want him doing music business. And his pops essentially was the bank. His pops was the person who financed his lifestyle and person who kind of obviously gave him life and gave him game. So gave him the game, gave him life. His pops went hard for his family. That's who held the money in their last name. And bro kind of do everything to kind of like put on for that. Like we all should be out here trying to put on for our last name. Yeah. But bro doing it untraditional, considering what you described. They race don't get money in hip hop consistently, especially bro family. If it is a few persons in hip hop, shout out to y'all, but it's not an influence of them. It's not 100,000 people that's Persian trying to do business within hip hop. It's probably not even 100. Yeah. So if he taking hundreds of thousands, dumping them into this culture and this risk at the end of the day to get a reward, he taking hundreds of thousands of his dad money and his own money to dump into this. But it ain't 100,000 examples of how you can even make $100 in this shit. Think about it, it's all numbers. His pop's probably logically on like, I don't know. It's all like the energy, and I know his dad. His dad had I don't know energy towards what his son was doing. Even though to Sina credit, he would prove this to be fruitful with certain accolades. But if your daddy don't know nothing about none of this culturally, you can't tell him that Double XL reposted you. And he understands. You can't. Sina couldn't tell his daddy that Atlanta Records called him and was interested in D Flowers or D Baby or Young Al or whomever or YB. He dealing in the numbers, the money, the fettuccine, and he wasn't even money hungry. So to say the least, bro, wasn't even stressing the money. It was just more like making sure you're not doing nothing that is wasteful. Right. Because he got the baggery. Okay. So he don't want you wasting his fetty. Then it is a different culture. They don't know why you hang around all these brown people in their home. You hang around all these people that they look at like troublemakers or different breed. Yeah. We just built different as black people, as brown people. Even if they want to attribute that to trouble, they want to say we pop it off, we with the shit. Or say that we just the average brown man cooler than the average other race of man. You know what I'm saying? We just got some swag to us that they ain't always down with or understand. And it be some hatred there too, you know. Walking around with in his pants, excuse my language. You know, we having ham that a lot of these races don't have. Okay? You know that they want to f us. Okay, if you're at my door, it's not my father. Shout out to other races, shout out to other foreigners. Just because I'm having and I'm packing and I ain't lacking and it's cracking, you can't blame a boss. So, you know, they got different ways they hate us. And I don't know why the people in them ain't approve of him with us, but he genuinely pushed through that. I can't say that. Where he went wrong, and I hate to talk y'all ears out, but I got to get this shit out. Where this went wrong, and that's my brother. Shout out to bro to this day. Where bro went wrong was he know I was in the driver's seat of most of the business, whether it's knowing contractuals and how it looks or knowing how to gauge trajectory. Like, I know what brown people gonna buy because I'm a brown man that pay attention to my people.
So you was the liaison.
Come on, I was the liaison. I represented the bridge. Yeah. You know, Brody was an analytic type of guy without the intelligence. He paying attention to the numbers because that's how he eat, but he not knowing really how to be an intellect. He's more like a workhorse. Yeah. Whereas me, I'm bright ideas. Me, I'm resources. Me, I'm protection. So when people come around, they want to do shifty business. I can sense it. I can smell it. So he often used me to negotiate before negotiation. So he'll come and talk with me before going and talking with anybody he wanted to do business with and see what I think. And then if it was time to press a button on something, he wouldn't press it without my confidence. Yeah. You know, and it was time to get some money from Pops. Sina, you know, you'll ask your daddy for money in the name of us. But if it got down to the wire, he ain't approve of you getting a fettuccine, you put flowers on the phone with your pops. And this is facts. This happened a few times. I never talked to his daddy for longer than 1 minute. But when I did talk to this old man, the man told me, I started talking, he was like, Flowers, I love you like my own son or some shit. And I hung up. I was like, told me, look, I don't even really just, I don't know why he loved me or why he approved of me, but I guess I was convincing to his dad I had an energy.
It's always a boss over a boss, bro.
Come on, man.
For sure. So
come on, man.
I think y'all did something major, too, that it didn't get as much notoriety as it should. That Houston tape.
Be someone for sure.
Yeah, how did that come about?
That came about, me being honest, like Sina, like I said, was an admirer of Houston culture musically. Bro been around since he was listening. I mean, since he was dealing with Hallelujah, he was dealing with Jazz and them, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Prince family, bro. Grew up around them, to my knowledge. He say he went to college with all them, and I know he was around them as a child, 'cause he still with a lot of them, you know what I'm saying? From a distance. So, boom, bro, he with with the Prince family, shout out, and with Harry Lewis, shout out. When he rocking with them prior to me even being around, that was an era before mine.
Yeah.
When he dealing with them, Bombada, he kind of like was intrigued. He was interested in his rap shit. But like, I came around and made it to where it was like possible. So bro pretty much like approached me like, why don't Houston artists, this when he become my homeboy, he like, why don't you Houston artists do like screw tapes, bro? Why don't y'all like make music together, bro? Like kind of like how DJ Screw and Fat Pat and all those guys, like he naming this. And I'm just like, I don't know. He like, cause you be with Lil Jeremy, bro, and Jeremy bees with you, and Fast Lane knows y'all know each other. Why don't y'all work together, bro? Bro, that would be hard if y'all all had a song, bro. He was on shit like that because bro love music. Yeah. So I'm looking at brother, I'm telling him, I don't know why the we ain't badly work together. Like, at that time, you'll see Flowers and Kenny Lou got a record, Long Little Lulushki, my baby. You'll see Jeremy and Lou got a record together. You might see Fast Lane and Jeremy got a record together, but everybody wasn't collectively on songs together at that time. For sure. So it wasn't even like on purpose. It was just like we hadn't got around to it yet. So while we thugging, I'm sleeping on couch with Kenny Lou now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homie C-Stone, Jank. We at C-Stone crib catching the couch right fast. Jeremy coming through, we popping our shit on the microphone. And this how you get acquainted. I don't even, it's knee deep. Shout out to bro. I'm gonna just leave where he is. He a motherfucker. If you seeing this brother, you know better. I'll tell you, I don't go in depth about your black, but that's my baby.
Oh, that's the jeweler.
There you go. Cool the jeweler. Okay. We used to let all those come to his crib. We young rappers having motion in Houston, and we young street guys at the end of the day. Yeah. So he kind of want to be close to the streets, close enough. Boom, we going to bro crib, popping shit, recording a few times, but we hadn't got no real rhythm where nobody paid for our studio time, and we all just rap together. Whether it was me, Kenny Lou, Jeremy, me, Fast Lane, Guap, F&B Long Money, Ro. All these are my bros, the Brodies from a distance or close, Young Ro. All these are my family, but like this your family. So Sina was on shit like, why don't y'all work together, bro? Like, show the world what y'all can do together, bro. And he knew, he kind of already was watching everybody to know that I have a bond with all these gentlemen that I named early on. You know what I'm saying? These are all the guys, and I'm kind of like one of them, like, I was just enough young, just enough older. Like, I was mature for a young, but when I met Sina, I was probably like 22, 23. So he like the OGs with you, because you got some mature swag about you, but you still technically a young round up all your peers, and everybody worked. We had Slim Thug on the project. We had Sauce Walker on the project. Yeah. All that come from me extending my hand.
Sauce Walker got on and say he ain't getting no money from this.
He got paid on the front end. Okay. Shout out to my baby Walt. He got paid. Sina paid the man on the front end. I can't vouch that Sina paid every artist involved, but he would overpromise and underdeliver. So that's why a lot of the business with me and him went wrong too. Not because he owed me. To his credit, he don't really be on artists a lot of money, but he'll owe the studios at this time. Mm-hmm. He will owe the producers at this time. They know that. And I ain't just saying something that ain't public information. In our industry, amongst our peers, we all know bro was I got 20,000 for you type of nigga, and really only have 10. And the person he promising that to, really like, you just say like, and when I call you, you don't answer. So I was the guy that had to come to bro rescue in a lot of these situations. And I ain't even playing too. Like, it became like a month to month to month to the point where it was 2 years where I'm real life looking like the gorilla in front of his every time. Like, everybody called him Flowers when this owed them some fetty from the streets to the music industry. Then it got to the point we sit down with the old man. When I sit down with J. Prince Sr., shout out to Big Man, the first day I met the big man, the old man, OG, Sina with me, and I'm meeting him, unfortunately, because Sina done kind of got to get some business together at the end of the day. Yeah. And when I sit down with him, we trying to take his advice and all that, but Sina done already left a sour taste in the city mouth as a whole. Yeah. So OG just hearing about it. You know, to his credit, he just trying to help where help is needed or assist, alley hoop, just head man in charge, give us some game where need be. I'm ready to soak up all the motherfucking game because I idolize and revere and admire how the homie just, the only man from Texas to be billionaire status, buying jungles, buying islands from Fieldwater.
That's the
biggest. You gave Birdman a game. Yeah. Shout out to J. Prince Sr. Ain't nobody bigger in my eyes. Yeah. He might have got the game from shout out Larry, Free Larry. He might have got the game from one, but that one Texas individual, that Texas gave all these different Louisiana niggas game, and they went and took it and made billions. He made billions.
He's the blueprint
New York
for all
niggas
of
follow
us,
me.
bro.
Everybody. Detroit homies follow me. All these different sectors of the world, brown men that are successful, knew how to take a page from his book that he was writing about his life, and he put God before a lot.
Facts.
In front of everybody.
And move with respect.
So there we go.
Read that book, bro.
More important than respect to me, because that's what I gained from him as well, respect. And I learned a lot of it with our city as a whole, my family, my upbringing. But I flipped the script. I'm big on honor. Shout out to Jay Prince being big on respect, but I don't give a fuck about respect. I care about honor. You know why? Because a nigga respect you and still harm you. A nigga respect you and still steal from you. A man will respect you and still curse you out, talk shit in front of your girl. A man will respect you and still try to shoot at your girl if you went to jail. Somebody honor you, they ain't gonna do none of that.